Now they're the unlikely comedy duo on the cobbles. Kathy Matthews, played by Melanie Hill, and her on-screen nephew Alex Warner, played by Liam Bairstow.
And the pair join us now to spill the beans on the chaos that lies ahead for their characters. And there is quite a bit of chaos.
There is.
Yes, that's putting it mildly.
Yes. Most of it actually caused by you.
That's correct, yeah.
He says in an apologetic way.
So explain to us what is happening at the moment.
Well, at the minute, we've built up a friendship between me and my mates.
Yeah.
And we cause a bit of havoc.
Yeah,
Well, it's because sort of getting in with the wrong crowds.
Yeah.
I mean, you are trying to impress them, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when it starts to go wrong.
And so far, we've seen him coming into work. He's been hungover. But this is going to get, I know why you're giggling, this is going to get a lot worse because he's going to get into trouble with the police.
Yeah.
Yes, and the reason he gets in trouble with the police is because he suddenly thinks it's a good idea to steal Roy's car.
Yeah, and we're both living at Roy's, so it's a bit of a massive thing that Roy's been so kind, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And he really messes up, don't you, by stealing his prize and, you know, his whole prized possession.
But interestingly, I mean, and this is still to come, but it's you get very angry, but
Yeah.
Roy's quite understanding.
Yeah, because he always sees the best in everyone, Roy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And I'm just embarrassed and annoyed with him that he's let me down and in turn let Roy down because he's been so kind. So I think you're a bit more scared of me than Roy, aren't you?
Well, yeah, that's right, yeah.
And the chaos isn't just happening in this direction because you are about to cause your own chaos.
Well, yeah, on a suggestion made by
So
Alex.
it's still your fault, I'm
So
afraid.
it is still his fault. But he has this bright idea that, well, he sees us together and thinks that we actually do love each other very much. And I think it's great because we've slowly built up this relationship over the last year. And then you suggest what?
I give my Aunt Kathy some bit of advice.
Yeah.
Oh, you see, now that sounds
know.
great. It sounds
On
like a
paper.
great idea.
Yeah.
But do you
But
pick,
it's Corrie.
you pick precisely the wrong time.
Yeah. Well, it's a massive wedding, obviously, next week between Carla and Nick. And it's all to do with kind of the aftermath of that. And I just decide to ask Roy to marry me at literally the worst possible moment.
And we're not going to say whether it's a yes or a no result. We wouldn't possibly do that. But whatever happens impacts the street.
Yes, literally, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And we had a really exciting week, didn't we, filming at night? So we had about 5 night shoots in a row. It was great, wasn't it? Really good. It's big, it's big. It's very
Sounds
dramatic.
like it.
For her, because of Hayley,
Yeah.
because those are big shoes to step into, and for you, because of Julie Hesmanhuis, who played Hayley.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah,
that's a big responsibility, isn't it?
Massive, and also it's a very iconic relationship in soap world, isn't it? That Roy and Hayley was massive. So I'm really glad that they've just slotted me in gradually because it's given everybody time to just accept me, basically, and I'm aware of that, you know, and I'm grateful.
And Liam, how was it for you to come into Coronation? Because you were a big fan of Corrie anyway. So to actually sort of walk on those cobbles for the first time, what was day one like for you?
In day one, it was like really nervous at first because I had my first ever scene in the Rovers.
Oh, gosh.
With Kim Marsh.
Oh, wow.
Who you were looking forward to meeting.
Yeah.
And so on that first day, did you think, I can't believe I'm here?
I did that first, yeah.
And would you say now that, are you just used to it now?
I'm really getting used to it now because I know everyone's proper name and actor's name. I'm really good at stuff.
Yeah. And you say that when you're recording, when you're filming, that the Liam will say that happened there. He has a nice encyclopedic knowledge.
It's fascinating for me because I like hearing all the facts about what, you know, the first scene Kate Ford did, or, you know, what happened at that came out of that door on that day. You're amazing what you remember, and all the lines he remembers. I mean, I can't believe him. Fount of knowledge. You should go on Mastermind, actually.
Yeah, you should.
Courage is specialist.
Yeah,
How
absolutely.
did you get the part? How did that come about?
Well, to begin with, I did the workshop and it was for Breaking Through Talent. And then further down the line, I got a phone call from Man the Gap, what's based in Bradford, willing to offer me a part as Alex.
Right, OK. And how brilliant, and then it's gone from there.
Yeah.
And
You are the first actor to have Down syndrome, to be on Coronation Street. Now, the thing is, for me, it is a question that I don't think even needs to be asked, because it makes no difference whatsoever, because you are a great actor and that's why you're there. But it has to be asked because you are the first. And so, for you, you say that it's never held you back.
No.
And do you say to other actors with Down syndrome, go for it?
I do, yeah, because, well, obviously, because it's nerve-wracking, but it's really good.
You see yourself as a role model, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't let it hold you back. Well, you're a great actor.
And he knows his
you.
lines, I've got to say, better than David and I. I must just put that in there.
And
He works really hard.
We must also say, because there's lots of people watching you today, aren't there? Your mum's at the school today.
Yeah.
So should we? Do you know the name of the class? Should we say a big hello?
Yeah.
Should we say hello to everybody who's watching
Hi.
this morning?
Yeah, straight down that one over there.
Oh, I,
There we go. Everyone who's watching, listen, I'll see you at the Soap Awards. First time on the red carpet.
Yeah.
With his mum.
Yeah.
His mum's going.
Is your mum coming?
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Well, what's your mum called?
Josephine.
Josephine. Great. Well, I look forward to seeing Josephine. I'll see you on the red carpet.
Thank
First
Really,
time.
really
Enjoy.
lovely to meet you. Nice
Thank
to
you
see
both.
so
Thank you very much
Thank you very
indeed.
much.
Hello, YouTube. For more of the same, just click here, and don't forget you can subscribe for even more of these amazing videos exclusive to our channel.
What
to
did
do
she
it
say
this way or
about
that
the
way.
tissue as well? She kept...
Well, that was she said to me the first thing that she lost was her nasal hair, her nose hair.
Yeah.
So her nose constantly ran. So she said, I always had a hanky in my hand. So we'll notice, I think it's in about a couple of weeks' time, David starts to lose his hair. I've constantly got a hanky in my hand. That's my little
Acknowledgement to that.
Yeah.
Nod to what she told me.